coronavirus crisis has pushed millions of children into child labor. According to a recent report by the International Labour Organization and UNICEF, the number of children in child labor has risen to 160 million worldwide. This is an increase of 8.4 million children in the last 4 years, and the ongoing crisis only threatens to push more and more children towards the same fate. The report has some shocking and disturbing information. Just as the COVID pandemic broke out, nearly 1 in 10 children worldwide were stuck in child labor, and the sub-Saharan Africa was identified as the worst affected. The report shows that the number of children aged between 5 and 11 years has increased in child labor. This age group now accounts for just over half of the total global figure. The number of children aged between 5 to 17 years are doing hazardous work that is likely to harm their health and safety. This can include toiling in dangerous industries like mining or with heavy machinery and working for more than 43 hours a week, which makes schooling next to impossible. This has increased by 6.5 million to 79 million since 2016. The figures, as I said, are shocking and demand action. This is a wake-up call, and much of it depends on how we respond to fight the crisis. We definitely cannot stand and watch a generation of children being forced into child labor and put at risk. In sub-Saharan Africa, population growth, recurrent crisis, economic poverty, and inadequate social protection measures have led to an additional 16.6 million children being forced in child labor over the past 4 years. The report warns that globally 9 million additional children are at risk of being pushed into child labor by the end of 2022. Remember, these are just estimates, and actual figures can be much higher. Economic shocks and school closures caused by the pandemic have worsened the situation for children who are already in child labor. They may be forced to work for longer hours or even under worsening conditions. Additionally, many more children may be forced into the worst forms of child labor due to job and income losses among vulnerable families. UNICEF has said that the world is losing ground in the fight against child labor, and the last year has not made the fight any easier. Some families are being forced to make heartbreaking choices after a year of global lockdowns, school closures, economic disruptions, and shrinking budgets. UNICEF has urged governments and international development banks to prioritize investments in programs that can get children out of the workforce and back into school, and also in social protection programs that can help families avoid making this choice in the first place. UNICEF has suggested some solutions that can help stop child labor. First, adequate social protection for all, including universal child benefits. Second, increased spending on quality education and getting all the children back into school. Now, this includes children who were out of school before COVID-19. Third, promotion of decent work for adults so that families do not have to depend on children to generate income for the family. Fourth, an end to harmful gender norms and discrimination that influence child labor. And fifth, investment in child protection systems, agricultural development, rural public services, infrastructure, and livelihoods. Experts have also demanded stricter laws against child labor and urged everyone to come together to make sure that no child is forced to work to survive. While COVID-19 has emerged as a health emergency, it has also led to a child rights crisis, increasing the risk of child labor as many more families are likely to fall into extreme poverty. Children in poor and disadvantaged households in India are now at greater risk of dropping out of school and being forced into labor, marriage, and even fall victim to trafficking. As many as 1.5 million schools have shut down in India because of the pandemic. This has affected 247 million children enrolled in elementary and secondary schools. As of now, children in India and around the world are extremely vulnerable to neglect, abuse, and exploitation. The world has to act fast to prevent the pandemic from becoming a lasting crisis for children, especially those who are most vulnerable. And the efforts to stop this crisis must start today.